Instagram. Good night, YouTube. Welcome on. It's me, your very own Marilana Ras Dumpling in the house. My artist is here tonight. Iyah Syte from Iyah, Yemen from Jamaica. So let me just share out the link. Again, we are on YouTube and we are live on Instagram. We got some really exciting music to share. Big up my DJs. Welcome on. All right, let me just share out this link. Copy it out. Alright, big up, big up, big up. I cannot wait. Very exciting. I don't know much about this artist, but I've been listening to his music. You're gonna love it. Yeah, man, we got a lot to share. We got a lot to talk about. Last week we went so deep, and we'll see what happens today. This is a kind of selfish experience. This Clean Way InSound, because I get to, as an artist, meet with other artists and talk about the industry and just all kind of really cool stuff. So let me get this link all over. I really want to boom it out, and then I will be right with my guest artist, Iyah Syte. So share it live, everybody. You definitely want to hear some. Get your split, get your drink, whatever it is to get your comfortable mood tonight on this Thursday evening. I hope you're, you drove safe out there and you didn't have too rough of a work day. And we're going to listen to some great reggae music tonight. Yes, one of the artists, Iyah Syte. You don't want to miss it. So again, let me get this link out there. Let me get that link out there. Let me send the link to the artist. Coming, my artist. I'm coming. Thank you, thank you. This is Roots and Culture instrumental. I just put out the first song, the first video off of the EP, so check it out. We got quite a few listeners on it. You can always use some comments. And one more place I want to share this to you all. Let me copy this. Get it right on. Get it right on Facebook. Yeah, man. Let me get it on these places. Sometimes the internet is so slow, and I'm trying to share it out. It's an important part of what we do. So let's get that to a couple of these groups and let them know that we are live. Alright, just give me one more minute, artists. I'm coming. And again, that is Roots and Culture. Let me pull that up again, our heart track. And let me, Spencer, I need a lighter. You bring me a lighter, son? Thank you. I don't want to leave you guys once I'm here, I want to stay. Just two more shares. I'm gonna let everybody know that we are live. Alright, one more minute. And you can never promote enough, You can never promote enough social media, but sometimes it just glitching. Alright, let me get the lighter. There we go. Live now. Right, 2 seconds. All right, let me lower the music, and my artist should be right there. Yes. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I shared out the live and it cut my live. Oh man. Am I there? Oh man, what's going on? Should be live. Oh, where am I? Man. I'm supposed to be live. What's going on, y'all? I don't know. I know I'm live. It says 38 followers active now. Weekly videos 4, yes. Alright. So where is the live, y'all? I know it's there. Add details. Clean Way InSound. Alright, let's see. Oh God, guys. I think I'm live. I don't want to go on live on YouTube. What's going on? Done. Oh man. I don't know what's going on. Alright, it's sorry guys when I went to go live. Good night, good night, good night. Clean Way InSound. Ah, the technicals. Sorry, my artist. I'm so sorry I went and shared out the link. I wanted everybody to have the live link and it wound up cutting me out. So let me try one more time and share out this link. I'm so sorry. Let me first copy the link. Alright, now it shouldn't shut me out. It really shouldn't shut me out, y'all. So I'm hoping it does not. Let me get the link first to the artist so he has it to share out. Technical issues, y'all, is not a simple thing. Technical things are not easy. So let me share out the new live. I mean, they'll get it. They'll go in. They'll try to go in and it'll say like new live. So I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to go on. The light is there. Yes. Thank you, my artist. Thank you, DJ. Sorry, y'all. I tried to share out the link and it just wound up cutting me out. So let me see if I can send a request to my artist. And every week I see DJ Technical, DJ God Music. All right, let me look for Iyah. There we go. Now let me send an invite to my artist. Well, go on, everybody. Happy Thursday evening. As I said, the technical sometimes is mad. My artist is there and he's waiting. Again, that's my roots and culture in the background. We're gonna take off for August. Yay! Sorry. Okay. Big up, respect, my artist. Respect.
Blessed love, my sister. We give thanks.
Man, this technology thing, as much as I was raised with it, it always just gives the eye, you know, a little challenge. So I was trying to share out the link and make more people have it, and then when I came back, it was like frozen, and I had to go back in again. But let's give your fans. I see all your fans are coming. Good night, everybody. Welcome to Clean Way InSound. It's me, Marilana Ras Dumpling, here at CleanWayRecords studio in Miami, South Florida. Bigging up Iyah and abroad, and I'm on tonight with Iyah Syte, yes man, artist, and he's gonna let you know in a minute where he is. But I see all his fans and friends and loved ones are coming in, so big up from Denmark, wow, all over the place. So yeah, artist, I'll let you. It's your night. It's your place. So introduce your people and tell them where you are tonight and everything, and introduce my new fans, hopefully for you as well. Rastafari.
Yeah, man, blessed love. Well, this is Iyah Syte, the soldier and warrior. You know, and I'm tuning in from the cool hills of Mafuta, which is a farming community in St. James, you know, in rural St. James. So you might hear some little birds, you might hear some little crickets, you might hear some beautiful sounds of nature.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, thank you, artist. And I tell people very often, this show, I don't know what to say. You know, I'm running a record label, I'm artist, sorry right now. There's always something, you know, as organized as we are in this game, as much as we're prepared, oh, I don't even know what to say. You know, there's always little things that could go wrong. So there's nothing like nature and grounding. Tell me a little bit about, so you're in Jamaica, yes? I don't really know much about St. James. I call myself a born-again yachty. So I love Yad. We have a studio in Grand Spend, Jamaica, and I've been quite a bit. So St. James, what parish? Oh, it is Montego. Okay, it is Montego.
That's Montego Bay. Most people are familiar with Montego. Montego Bay because it's the tourist capital.
Yes.
But St. James is actually the parish. You
Ah,
know,
okay.
I am in the countryside. You know,
Okay.
I am about, well, approximately 12 miles out of Montego Bay.
Ah, nice, nice, nice. So definitely country. Yes, as soon as you called tonight, or I got through to you, the birds, right away, I heard the birds.
Yeah, that's what
Beautiful.
I wake up to in the morning, and that's what I go to sleep to at night. You know.
Now I hear Peony Wally, right? People don't.
Exactly.
Yes,
You're going to hear them, and as you know, the
it's
more the night falls, you're gonna hear them a little louder. So I hope the persons are prepared to listen to my choir.
yes, yes. I want to put up the eyes address here, the Instagram. Let me just make sure I have it correct. Hold up, and it is Iyah Syte, right? I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, it's Iyah Syte. IYAHSYTE.
Okay.
Music. Yeah, man. Blessed love to everyone. Blessed love, Cyrax. I see you. Blessed love. You know, DJ. Blessed love to everyone. We give thanks. You know.
Thank you everybody for being here tonight, and thank you artists for being here as well. So this is kind of rare because some artists I get to talk to a little bit ahead of time. Some, I get to pry. I don't know. I have just been, I don't want to say under pressure because Rasta we try to say over pressure. I'm trying really hard, but I have been under a lot of pressure. I don't know what's coming at me, artists. I was trying so hard to get these weeks up ahead. Then 3 weeks ago, I got a DJ position on Tuesday nights. This week they couldn't get me on the live. My GM had a little eye surgery, so I was all ready to go, and I was so excited. It takes a lot of preparation, and they just couldn't get the link in. I also try to be pretty religious with this show, so I go live on Instagram and on YouTube, and even just with the phone sometimes. Just little things, little technical things that doesn't go in. So
That's called growth.
it's called growth. Yeah, it's called
Yeah,
growth.
because you have to be a little bit uncomfortable to
Oh,
grow. So
man,
all these
man.
things that is coming at you is called growth. It's a good look. It's a
I,
good
I,
sign, you know?
I thank you. I thank you for coming here tonight and being part of my growth. So give everybody a little bit. Like I said, even when I just started these interviews, it just took on a life of its own. Everything I've done so far since I decided to come out in music is kind of taken on a life of its own, and it's really really beautiful. So again, thank you for being part of it. So give a little bit to everybody, to like my fans, your fans. Yeah, what brings you here tonight? Who are the links, or how did we? Because we like to say we're one big happy family, and yeah.
In music we are, you know, and I aside, I am an artist. The site, I always like to say this right off the bat. The site, SYTE, it means saving youth through entertainment.
Ah.
So for
Wait,
me,
seven? Say that again. Seven youths through.
saving,
Oh, save.
saving youth through
Oh
entertainment.
man. Oh Ja. Oh my artist. See, I didn't even know that. This is the part I love about this show. I really love like discovering and uncovering, saving. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we do. I don't know if you know. Really, that's been part of our
mission.
mission as well. Yes, man. West Palm Beach is
So
in the house, representing tonight. Big up, big up. Yeah, man. That's
listen
close.
up,
That's
Cyrax.
neighbor.
You
Yeah, man.
know,
That's a neighbor.
music is not just, a fun thing or a hobby or a career for me. It's a mission. So whenever I appear on any platform, be it a stage, be it an interview, whatever the case is, I'm always going to try and put forth something positive. I'm always going to try and put forth something uplifting. So I aside, yes, I am an artist and more, you know.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. So go a little further with that. Tell us about the helping the artist, the lifting the artist. I love that. Is it through production? Is it through voicing? Is it through the message and the music?
It's any opportunity I get. It could be as simple as recommending someone for a stage show. It could be recommending them for an interview. It could be just a brief introduction to a producer. It could starting out with some young sound system or some young artists. It could even be young artists who love how I do what I do and see me as a role model, so to speak. So I always try to push for some positive energy, just the same. So Um, it could be. I also do motivational speeches.
Awesome.
So any opportunity I get to
Okay.
save youth. Music is my mission. Music is my source of my tool of trade. But whatever opportunity I get to impart some knowledge to the youth, to drop some encouragement, I am going to do that.
Artists, can I ask you to go right in and maybe oh boy, I don't know what to say. A couple of my young artists today want me to come into Jamaica. Every week, some of my artists say, well, "You're talking too much about Jamaica. You're bringing us through the coals. Speak the positive." But we like to be straight here, and we like to go right to the heart of things that's happening. I feel that there's no mistake in when I decided to come out in music, and I decided just along the lines of what you guys are saying, and not knowing really what was existing in Jamaica, as far
Right.
as who's putting those seeds together, because our seed creators, our seed droppers, everyone. We're usually not the ones who are, going for the dollar sign or going for the hype or going for the rush, because we really don't judge our success by those things. We judge them. I
By
judge
those
them
things.
by you coming on the show, by me able to have that conversation, by those like-mindeds being able to attract. That's to me so powerful that there's no dollar sign that can fuel that
Right.
for me.
There's
Yeah.
nothing that you can measure. You can use to measure that. And even though a lot of persons, I may not be an household name, in the music industry, I have touched many, many lives in music. I've encouraged many. I have, for a lack of a better word, trained many
I love that.
as to do, how to do music the right way. And, and it will all unfold in due time,
Yes,
you know?
they say blessed Papa to the world. So I want to ask you. I don't want to ask you for anybody's, name that way because we're not into name and stuff. But can you give me a story of a time when, um, that challenge, if you will, that you rose to that challenge and you brought somebody along. Yeah, a success story, if you will. That's what I was saying earlier. I didn't want to say, Jamaica's going through a hard time because we know Jamaica often's going through a hard time. We're all being challenged. Jamaica gets like the what I started figuring out through the music is I started seeing Jamaica as a fishbowl. You guys are so well educated, so knowledgeable about all the things that are going on in the world, but you're ignorant in that you think that everybody's ahead of you. It's so
Right.
it's so around you, but it doesn't come to you that you think, it's like Ethiopia, 7 years back. They're not 7 years back, they're really ahead because they're not trying to
Ahead.
rush. So yeah,
Right.
with that said, if you would give us, one of those stories where,
That's that's
yeah,
that's 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 easy. And bless up all the persons on the line. Blessed me up just the same.
thank
Cyrax
you, yes,
sound,
Cyrix sound, big
Juliet,
up, big up.
Trouble, blessings. Cyrax can attest to this. Um, I I am a single dad. For many years, for my first son, and there was a time when, give
Thank you,
thanks.
Juliet.
There was a time when I got an invitation from Jamaican, to accompany him on tour, but I went to a parents teachers meeting at the school shortly after. And when the teacher asked my son, he said, since you are the only child in the class that lives with your dad, how do you feel when dad is around? And he says, when I'm around, he feels safe. He feels as if nothing can go wrong.
Oh,
And
oh,
right there and then, I decided to put music on a pause, on a pause for a minute and focus on his education. Cut to the chase, that same child is one of the headliners on Sumfest coming up.
wow, really? Oh my God, man! I didn't expect you to give me something so personal. Thank you so much for
Right,
that gift, man. Thank you
right.
so much for that gift. And
His,
I said, don't give us a name. Imagine, don't give us a name. And I
his
think
name is
that's why I see
Michael.
people saying Dada and Papa and Oh my gosh, and we don't want to. But yeah, now you have to blow him up because that's. Oh my gosh, Dad, that's. I'm a single mom for a long time, man, and my son just came back, and he's a yachty. He's a yachty. He's 21. I'm so freaking proud. She's like big up, Dede. So the son, yeah, man, top man. I see coming in.
Topman is my son's name.
Big up, Topman. Big up, Topman.
You know, and I am on the same mission with my daughter. Also now my daughter is also singing. She's a part of a band.
Wow,
And
wow.
I'm singing that for her too.
Wow.
So you have to in life as a parent, you have to live your life in a way that um, whatever trait that your child is going to adopt from you, you know, it must be something positive. It must be something uplifting. You know,
Yes.
they have been around me all their lives, and to see them, you know, doing music. You know, I watched my daughter perform last week for the first time, and it was a very emotional moment for me. You know, so
Big up, Mr. Royal just joined in. Yes, I.
it's not just about being there. You know, it's about being that role model, being that security,
Wow.
being the head of the house. You know, being that their first call of emergency, or you know, you just have to be there as a parent for them. You know?
Our artists, I gotta get right to the issue, you know. And we love to say like single mom or single, you know, there's a lot of single dads out there need to speak more, and especially Jamaican dads. Like, oh my gosh, you guys get such a hard time. I have a videographer right now. I'm giving him a hard time. I love him, but he really hurt me. He hurt me because he like kind of fell off, and I know a lot of it was because of the kid. But it's like you still have to communicate. You still have to communicate because you have to show that child even more so. So I want you to get right to that part because growing up, I do this a lot. You know, I hope you don't. Anyway, it's just how I go deep. But sometimes these shows we go so deep. My son, I wanted him to know that it wasn't. I made a choice for him. I made a conscious choice, and I tried to make him know at the right age levels. It's not I don't have a man because I don't want a man or there aren't men approaching me, or I let him know that this is a conscious decision I made, that you are more important right now. That will come. That will come. I just want you to know mommy's normal. Like it was very important to me. But now from what you said, like getting shows and getting on the road. So did you have to make, I guess it's two part, it's deep. Did you have to make any decisions where, you couldn't go on the road because of your son? And if so, yeah. Plenty, I'm sure. Yeah.
I gave up the opportunity to tour with Jamaican.
Wow, yes.
I gave up a lot of shows because I couldn't travel too far to do a show midweek, knowing that I won't reach home to send him to school tomorrow morning.
Right.
And henceforth I normally used to take the shows on the weekends, and I would take him along with me. I would take him along with me on some of those shows, and recently myself, Topman, and Shano, we did a show. Easter Monday was that show, and I have a picture that I took with Topman and Shano 20 years ago.
Wow.
And when I started headlining the same show,
man, artist, I gotta cut you. I gotta cut you though fast though, cause you look like a young artist. When I see the pictures and everything, and now you're telling me I'm grown children gonna be on stage and everything. But that's because of what you did. Keep going. So I want everybody to know you're talking about you said what you gave up, but at the same time, the way you're saying it, I know you're saying you gave up in a worldly sense, but your children obviously didn't feel that you gave up. Yeah, and I was bringing them into where I was with that, where I let my son know I'm normal. I can get these things, but I'm choosing you.
Right.
Yeah.
Choose, right?
Yes.
We choose to do it. So I just took him along with me, and that picture that was taken 20 years ago was like the highlight of the night, really, because who would have thought? So yes, I made sacrifices, and in terms of shows that I couldn't take, and then shows that I have to bring him along. And trust me, anyone who knows music knows that it's not easy to
No,
travel with a child,
no,
especially when you
no.
don't have your own private transportation. It's difficult. So we
Very.
spend a lot of difficult times together, and but I'm seeing where it is paying off now. I have
Wow.
no regrets. You know, I have no second thoughts in doing the things that I did in the past, and I would do it again. You know.
So I would imagine that your children must be very supportive of your career as well. So there's no dream killing, right? Because you all had
There's no
dreams,
dream,
right? And
there's
they
no
saw
dream
you.
killing, and the Most High, you know, He bless me, He rewards me by keeping me young at heart.
Yes.
You know, because sometimes no, my son is more like my brother. You
Wow.
know, people will think that we are brothers, and you know, he would say, "Daddy, you're not getting any older." You know, but we give thanks. You know, so it was a great choice.
Congratulations to him for that, yeah, man, and for your daughter as well. So did they are they pursuing you now? Are they calling you up on stage? And is it something that you did with them growing up? Having them on the road. Did that afford them? 'Cause my dad said his mother and father were dancers. His mother was like a dime dance girl. So as a very young boy, they brought him around. He grew up in Brooklyn, and he said it was novel. A lot of times he was obviously the only little child, around, and it was other adults and dancers kind of watching him. Did
Right.
your kids have that kind of an experience, or did you have to make it more
Well,
family
it's,
and
it depends. It depends on the show that we are on because he does hardcore dancehall.
yes,
I do roots reggae.
yes,
So sometimes it's two different crowds.
yes,
But whenever we get like a family oriented event, you know, then yeah, we would end up on stage. I even had a clip on about it there, but it just depends on the crowd because in Montego Bay, when it comes to the younger generation of music, um, I keep myself very scarce
okay,
in terms of which one we show I choose to perform on. I am not going to support shows that degrade women and promote violence and stuff like that. So
that's
he's in the hardcore part. So
that's got to be
he
hard, yeah. So
definitely
how do you deal with that? There's a lot of questions I want to ask you about that because that's where I'm at right now. That's a lot of us are at the industry. But start with something
and for
personal.
me
I want to bring it to the genre part because that's a big discussion I like
for
to
me
have here.
it's easy. For me it's easy because when you're called, you know, it's different from when you pursue something. When you're called, you will get those inspiration, you will get those moments, and it seems no matter what you do, you're going to win anyway.
Okay.
You know, so I support the new generation of artists. I support their new music because at the end of the day, I would rather see them do music than do crime. You know, but
Sing about it,
there
then do
must
it. Yes, of course.
right, but there must be a point where you draw the line. You know,
Yes,
music and crime does not work.
yes.
So if it reach a stage where they're actually using their music to promote to produce violence, because to sing about it is one thing, and I don't like the singing about it, but as I said, I would rather see them sing than shoot.
Yes.
But when you're going to promote an entire event where you know you are promoting the slackness and the guns culture openly, then that's not a crowd for me because in those spaces anything can happen at any time.
I respect
You know,
that.
so you know I just choose to stick to my roots and do
Roots and culture.
what
Yes, I
yeah,
roots
yeah,
and culture.
right.
Where's your daughter at with that? Is she hardcore? Is she taking your lane, or is she kind
No,
of?
see, my daughter do mostly and
Oh,
she
sorry, we're hearing more.
right.
We're hearing more than birds, artists. I'm so sorry. We're definitely getting a lot of background. I love it. Thank you so much for that. I'm seeing some animals in the background. I think that's just a cat, but I think I sounded like I heard a goat a minute ago. I'm not sure. I thought it was a dog
Yeah,
until I saw a
the
tail or a
cats
goat.
the cats are playing. The cats are playing behind me there.
I love it. I love it. They're all coming up to join in. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Her genre.
She like pop. She's more in between reggae R&B. You know, she's more pop.
Ah, interesting, interesting. And that leads me to two questions. One is recently I heard a lot of talk of a new stadium, a new huge dance center that's supposed to be going up in the Grill. I heard a lot of talk about these new promoters and these bigger shows not taking artists if they had violent music. I don't know about the Slack, some of the stuff we mentioned earlier. So that's one. Have you heard any? I haven't really heard anything recently. Does that impede your son right now? Have you had discussions about that? And how do you? I know you said how you feel personally, but on that seed mission level, yeah. What do you see? What do you see happening? Do you see a change? Do
Guess
you
what?
think you see pressure
I
gonna
am not worried.
bust
I
pipe
am
now?
not worried about him. I am not worried about him because you know what? To me, I know him, you know, better than anyone else. And believe me when I tell you, he is a better culture artist than he is an hardcore
Wow,
artist.
wow, wow, Dad, wow, wow. God bless. That's a big
It's
one. I
just
like
that
that. Okay.
it's just that um he tends to try and please the crowd. You know, because I spoke to him about it and he said to me that I am just giving them what they want, and then when I have their attention, then I will give them what I have.
That's a lovely way to say it. I think Jamaica has a
Right.
lot of that mentality. Sorry to cut you, but I
No.
try to overstand it more because a lot of times it's an extreme. It's an extreme. It is an extreme. I do a lot of business with Jamaica, and it's an extreme. It's definitely different. You know, the culture is extreme, and I've been dealing with Jamaicans for a long time, but dealing in the music is a whole another level. You know. So I appreciate that
Right.
he says that, and the culture really does. So that gets toward the next part of our question. The culture, to me, as an outsider and quite a bit insider, the culture shows me that they like hype. They'll pay for hype. They'll do anything for the hype. And it seems like he kind of notices that. So it's like, all right, let's capitalize on
Right.
that.
Right.
So
He's capitalizing.
so how much do you think is like who's determining that? Do you think the fans are really asking for that? and
I
and
think
or are we all kind of bamboozled? Rem and I will go on, Nachi Chris will go on.
that's
Big up
righteous.
everybody.
That's righteous. That's another one of
Not
my
righteous.
musical friends.
Okay, okay. It look
Yeah. You know,
bless
bless
up,
up,
big
brother
up, big
Nine.
up, bless up.
No, the media, the media has a lot to do with what is put out there because these, especially in Montego Bay, we have these little cliques where you will see the same crowd at this event, the same crowd at the next event, the same crowd at the other event, and what they do, they go around and they support each other,
Yes,
and they will only play a select,
yes.
some select songs. No, the days of when a DJ such as the great Ricky Trooper or Sky Juice or Rory from
Bop
Stoner,
bop bop bop
you
bop
know,
bop bop
could
bop. Three
yeah
huge DJs right now.
could introduce a new artist and a new song and bust the dance. These DJs nowadays, they don't have that skill. So they will only play what is popular. And unfortunately,
Ah.
most of what is popular now is just violence, slackness, and we see
Take
a
me
new
back.
trend.
Yeah, take me back, my artist, because I think that's kind of come up, but definitely not like that. I appreciate love you for that, really.
Right.
Because I've been hired as a DJ right now, so you talk about skills, and what the radio station said is he sees my love of music, and I have a great voice. So he said naturally you'll learn all this stuff, you'll figure that out, you'll do great. But the technology. So what? Yeah, what is that, man? Real talk. Yeah, everybody's loving that right now. Real talk. Share this out. And that's gutsy. That's gutsy, and I appreciate love you saying that. Because some people are saying, oh, it's because they have to pay the DJs, and what you're saying is really they're not. So is it? Why aren't they qualified? Is it not the sound? Yeah, man. That's big. That's big.
They're just taking the easy way out. to me, they're just taking the easy way out. None of them dare to be different. You know, they all want to, they see it work for one person and everybody just follow. They just follow suit. You know, no one wants to take time out to be creative and to be different. You
Oh
know,
my
so
gosh.
they just play with the hype.
But that's not what Jamaica was about though. So what happened? Jamaica is
And,
real.
and
Jamaica is real talent. I mean, maybe some people's faking it. Some people come into fake it. But I'll give you one example because exactly what you said is what kind of happened. I have this lovely DJ. He's the one who brought me into the music groups. He gave me a little extra guts. And he did, maybe he had a little guts, but he didn't use his head. And he was playing a show and playing all the top tracks. And he decides to put me in. But what does he put in? He puts in like a slow kind of love song that he loved from me. I was like, no, in the back of my head, I'm saying, no, no. And no introduction, like you said, no introduction, no pull up,
right,
no pull up. He just drop it. And of course, it's a whole different sound. They're listening to my voice, but she's not a yachty. It's not pop. She's not this. She's not that. She's doing her own thing. And then by the time the audience couldn't even like have a minute to breathe it, he get all insecure and he say, oh, I tried. They don't like your music. Like, what?
right. They can't. There is no way you're going to just take a teacher and just, the students will turn up at class one morning and there is a new teacher. You're not going to see that.
So why aren't they
The
teach? Why
principal,
aren't they teach? Like Stone Love, that sound came to us in New York 20 years ago. We just knew. I didn't know Rory until recently. I didn't know who these people were, but the sound got through.
right.
The DJ Khaled. So is it ever?
To the rest of the world because we are busy following other people culture.
Oh my God! And then when somebody like me comes up, DJ, I gotta cut you. Sorry, because I just put out roots and culture of all things, and I'm talking about
Right,
Beverly Kelso, and I go to Third Avenue, and I go to oh my gosh, Spanish Town, and I go to these places, and they're screaming at me. I have a set of people screaming at me, calling me culture vulture, and I'm thinking like, oh my word, no, like why would you do that? I'm here paying tribute to a culture, and
right,
meanwhile you're stealing back your own thing. Like to me, when I saw hip hop starting to infiltrate in Jamaica, I was like, oh my God, these young guys are stealing back their own music and thinking it's like it's Western, it's cool, and I'm like, no, it's bad rock. It's rock that went wrong. It's you guys. You guys sent that out,
they really
and
don't
it
know.
came back crappy, and you took back the crap. Oh my gosh, Jamaica. I don't know why they don't. Am I crazy? I don't know why they don't get that, but that's what I
No, you're
heard.
not crazy.
Cause I didn't get, we didn't
There's
get Bob Marley and stuff till like 20 years later, but we got like the some of the slack attached to the dance, to the hip hop. Sorry, to the hip hop.
right,
That's how we got it. Yeah, that's the
right,
only way we got it. You didn't get on the radio stations. You didn't get it. You got it on some of the slack, some of the DMX, some of the, like the people that maybe Khaled and stuff was pushing at the beginning. Yeah, very
all right.
different.
And the leaders, the powers that be, they have to take some of the blame because you have radio stations in Jamaica that does not play dancehall or reggae. How can you have a radio station in a country that created so many different genres of music?
Ah, thank you. Wait till the next
They play
conversation.
only R&B.
Mm-mm.
No, if I
And
am
these are not like private stations. These are like government stations or like.
they're big stations,
Okay.
they're public stations.
I know that you
No,
guys have an extra amount of also the gospel stations, and also that's not
right.
reflective really of the culture. It's a big part,
No,
but not to the level
to
that the
me,
stations are broadcasting. Absolutely not.
to me, if you're going to create a radio station, if you're going to open a radio station in Jamaica, there must be a certain percentage of Jamaican music that is being played.
Man, listen.
There are times when we have reggae month. February is reggae month, and you will turn your radio and you will go on some radio stations and you won't hear no reggae. If you are promoting reggae month, the entire month of February should be reggae.
Artists, you ready for this? Maybe you're not gonna believe me. All right, this is why they should never give me a fight. They really should never give me a fight. They're gonna see. They're gonna see. And I've been told by the Rastafari, some of the elders, and bless them, people with seals in Jamaica, people with official crests and seals in Jamaica, support me, support what I'm doing, have actually asked me to join on the real fight, the broadcasting of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights worldwide, adopting that, and it's supposed to be since pretty much the year I was born. Yeah, pretty much since Haile Selassie came to Jamaica, there's a very simple document. This is what the government and everybody should be talking about and learning about. But this is a big one. I mean, that's bigger. That's very political. That's very spiritual. I want to stick to the music right now. The music part, this is what I want to show you as an outsider. I don't know that you know, to see. So Bob Marley, from what I know now, and I traveled with his circle. Like, I first came to Jamaica in the 90s. I knew the connection. I knew the people. So, to me, Bob Marley infiltrated the middle class America, the young middle class, typical America, middle class and actually rich America, through, oh my gosh, what's his name? I don't want him to get upset, but you know, anyway, the radio play. No, I didn't hear Bob on the radio, honestly, probably till the 90s, I swear. Very little still. But go to any club, any restaurant, on any beach. I grew up in Long Island on the beach in Valley Stream. I'm here now in South Florida, in Miami. You cannot be in a place for more than 5-10 minutes. Elevators now, and you hear Bob Marley. You might hear like a Muzak version, but he's now everywhere. But it's covert. Okay, this is what I want to bring you to that I don't know if you realize. When you talked about the genres and the separation, I have this feeling right now, and I've had two feelings. One, and this is coming into music at this point in my life, loving reggae, feeling so strong about roots and culture, but dabbling in the other genres, getting very strong response. Such strong response. People asking, what genre, what are you singing, what's this? And to me, it's always going to be a joyful noise unto the Lord and powerful message. You know, that's where I start. So with that, to me, the only music that really supports that is reggae. Absolutely, 1000%. Okay. I'm starting to think lately with shows and things that reggae needs to really stand up and claim these genres need to stand up. Because right now, what the record labels tell me, and nobody's come in on any of my lives yet and refuted me. So obviously what I'm saying is true. Because I speak to some of the biggest record labels, and they call it islander music. They continue to push the same way they did with Shinsei when she came here, hip-hop. They continue to push and try to get me to do rock and electronica, and I'm kind of open right now a little bit to a project, but it's, there is a fight. And then even in Jamaica, like you said, they need to claim what's theirs, but then when somebody like me comes in and is honoring the culture and you don't have nobody has a right to say what my journey is. You don't know. We don't know. I don't know how long your parents are in Jamaica. I don't even know you're born in Jamaica just because you're in Jamaica right now. People make these assumptions easily, and don't realize, like, I have a Jamaican son. He's 21. He came out of my womb, but his father is a full-born Jamaican. So what does that make my kid? So he doesn't have entitlements. His mother can't do reggae. Like, these kind of, anyway, it's not about me. But so my proposal, and just think about this, and I'm sure you've thought about this. I don't know if you knew what they call it outside. Do you realize, like, the record labels really don't, you have to look, anybody who's put out music, you have to kind of search. You'll see reggae, you'll see dancehall, maybe like on the modern electronic distributions. But the classic places, and people I talk to, they say they call it islander music. And then when I said, well, what about the Afro, and Afro hip-hop, Afro dancehall? And they said, well, no, they don't. I said, can't you call that world or like world pop? They said no, because world is more like world ambient. They're always going back to this. Did you know that? Have you ever heard anything like that? Yeah.
No, because I haven't been on the outside to look in. You know, I haven't been. I've only been. You know, I'm only here.
Yes.
In
Yeah.
Jamaica, looking out.
Yes.
You know, so I haven't had the experience of going, you know, outside and see how
And thank you for that. And thank you for that. And I humbly thank Jamaica. I thank all my partners. I thank Cleanway Records, Cleanway Records Music. I thank even some of the producers. I've gone hard with a lot of all different levels of music really in Jamaica. I kind of stepped into it just before COVID. I decided I was ready to come out as an artist. My whole life, like I can't explain it. My journey is just very, very, very unique. I just was a born artist, you know. There's no doubt to me I was a born artist in all different ways, you know. But I was made to be fearful as a female, you know, I guess my parents were overprotective. So that's why I was starting at the beginning. I was so honored that you shared with me that your best, you know, testimonies to the mission is your own children who now have decided to step in the arena. That's amazing. So obviously you're not a dream killer, you know, you're a beautiful dad. So thank you for that. And I hope my son isn't. But my parents, for some reason, they love me, but they weren't artists that way. So they definitely killed my dream. They were scared for me. And I see why now, because I thought I waited till this age so certain things wouldn't happen to me, and I could never imagine the crap that's been thrown at me. The little, like I've literally surfed like crap, like little, I want to say the SH word. Literally been surfing it lately, like just surfing it. It's like, whoa, you know. And if I was a little weak or a little something, I'd be buried in crap, like, you know. My God. You know, yeah, other people's crap. And most of the time it's been by giving people an opportunity, you know. And you don't try to say it's an opportunity, and you don't try to, and I get that too, because I love yachties. They all love yachties. If people knew how much I love yachties, I swear half the gangs I think would just straighten up to me. Yeah, man, I love yachties. I really do. I love the culture. I love it hard. I've been through some really hard experiences. Coming in during COVID, I came into the times of, like, you know, the getting pulled over police constantly. It never used to be like that. Now they pull over everybody. Everybody gets pulled over nowadays. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. There's a lot of things that you see, like, outside. You wouldn't know that unless I came back and told you. And then some tourists are going to be afraid. I've been through horrible things, 2 serious crimes. People be afraid. And I've always been open. Anybody asked me. But recently a whole group of music people just led an attack about, like, what they thought and it's like, oh my God, wow, you know. Then we just keep on the positive road. So, but I don't want to, sorry to destroy you, but let's stick to the genre. So there's a real power to me in the genre, in the music creation that Jamaica possesses. There's a real, to me, power in the negative energy that spins right now. The gang's a little out of control. The music and the slack a little out of control. Like you said, the DJs maybe not training, everybody trying to do fast. The scamming all the way up to the top. Can't blame the people anymore. You really can't blame the people, because, but where I get really upset in any of these situations is that my message is always, we got to stop blaming each other for colonialism. This is how it's coming to me now from the Rastas, and I thank them so much for that. And they say they said they won't kill me. They said they won't kill me, but we all need to accept that we've all been screwed up by colonialism, by the shifts, by being thrown around the universe. And none of us is in our home. None of us is in our home. I knew it. I knew it growing up. I felt it always. I felt this yearning. You know, I always wanted to explore outside, and my family was always trying to keep me inside. Just the way you said, you know, the inside, outside. So let's get to the genre. What do you think, artists? I'll give you time to think about it and talk to the fans. So, what I'm telling you now is I'm proposing, I'm having guts. This is just kind of evolving. I'm proposing that, like, shows going forward, Jamaica starts to separate the genres. Jamaican artists separate the genres, yeah. And be more distinct. And then I think that would help them even get control of the radio. That's just where I'm at. But you could say what you think. It's just an idea right now because of the way the two genres are kind of like treated outside. Yeah, and then there's a little mix
Right.
up.
Well, for me, like anything else, there is a time and place for everything. You cannot just, if you leave something free for all, where anyone can step in and do anything, then you will never get the result that you desire. You know, I see where it has taken a positive turn for me because there are so many festivals being promoted right now in Jamaica after the entertainment system, the arena opens after COVID.
Okay.
Now, with the thing with festivals are family oriented events.
Thank you.
And they will tell every artist who performed there. My son performed, and he performed on shows where he cannot sing anything about violence, and he cannot sing anything slang.
That's
So
cool.
for me, that is really a positive spin.
Yes.
And if you should check the flyers from this year coming up, there are at least maybe 12 or more new reggae festivals that is being held. Even coming up in a couple of weeks' time, right after Sumfest, there is Ital Food Fest.
Okay.
And just by the name of that alone, you know what type of show it is.
Okay. So you can have the two. I love how you said that. So I'm just curious. Can you have the show? You can have the festivals. So is there no way to take? And I'm not trying to separate them. I'm trying to empower them really by given a strength, maybe given an outside perspective to it. Because you kind of even said it a little bit. I kind of feel it sometimes when I take to a dancehall rhythm. My Rasta, some of my Rasta brethren say, no, Empress. If you say Ras Dumpling and you say Rastafari, you're not to take to that vibration. They say the vibration alone, But I feel again that's not their liberty to tell me that. Maybe I'm not at that evolution for myself. That's my big mission today. We have to respect each other's evolution. So I'm not trying to push an evolution. I was just proposing, because the outside perspective to me, reggae, like a reggae festival, is huge enough on its own, and I think dancehall is a huge enough genre on its own right now.
Right.
That's where I'm at. Like ska, reggae came from ska, it evolved. So I feel that putting the two of them together may be just possibly weakening the drive from the outside world, and possibly hurting some of the shows, because maybe the outside world may see, okay, well, that festival is clean, but that artist himself is known with some slack, so they don't even want the image. Sometimes it becomes an image, not just a sound thing.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. I understand. And we have to be clear where the original dancehall music. This is how I see it. Dancehall is the rougher side of reggae. That's how I see it.
Yes.
What we have now coming out of Jamaica, we are producing very little dancehall. We are shift to this thing called trap music, where the music is weak. We have some persons who do not know much about the principles of music. It is just because of technology, and a person can use a laptop or a computer and make some sounds, and it sounds nice as a rhythm, but then when it has no shelf life.
Okay.
So trap, for me, I would separate trap music from reggae and dancehall.
Okay.
I personally would do.
Okay. Interesting. And do you think is the trap to you more? Oh, because there's so many. I mean, I have a song right now. They call it drill, or drill trap. I'm like, it's kind of I don't know if it probably does make sense to the speed. We probably really should talk about it. I don't know. The original terms, I guess, when I was learning music was by the Latin terms, by the speed, like legato or staccato or the sound. Yeah, the sound, or I guess what we call now the BPMs. I'm even just starting to do that. I've been voicing myself. I'm new in that kind of stuff, and I'm learning. So I voiced like the last four songs I voiced at the wrong BPM, and I didn't realize, and some of it was so minute, but whoa, did that change, change the
Right.
quality of the track. So I don't know, is the whole genre thing stupid? I mean, I just propose, and I love that you're, entertaining this, my artist, because it comes to me, comes to me a lot. And then there's the other part of like outsiders. So is a person outside, or is it the sound that's outside?
To
Because
me,
that's
it's a bit of both. Um, Trap music. I would not allow trap music to infiltrate reggae and the original dancehall sound for the main reason. The original dancehall is lasting because right now, if you listen to the dancehall of the 90s, the 80s, and the 90s and
yes,
the early 2000s,
yes,
those songs are still relevant.
yes,
If you listen to reggae coming up from the same genres,
yes.
those songs are still relevant.
Even
The
before,
trap
yeah.
music that we produce nowadays, when you do a song today, what we are in July, you cannot do a trap song July that is going to last you till September. It
But
is not.
so is it just the beat, or is it really the word combination? Like some would
It's the
argue, like I said,
it's the word.
some of my Rasta brethren say that they feel that vibration calls for a certain speak. My
That's
argument
right.
is it all should be a joyful noise. Then to me you're covered. Like reggae to me must be a joyful noise, and to speak out of a need of the people.
With reggae, you have the drummer. He plays the drum. That's his energy. You have the keyboard. He brings in his energy. You have the guitarist. You have every person who plays an instrument. They bring a different energy. You
Yes.
have the singer. He brings his energy. So when you listen to an authentic reggae song from back then, you're getting about 5 or 6 or 7 different persons' energy
Yes.
into one.
Yes. The live. Yeah, the
Trap
live is
music is
especially.
just
Yes.
one person sitting behind a laptop
Yes.
creating some sounds. It has no soul.
Yes. Yes.
There is no collaboration of energies. So it does not reach any wide cross section of people.
Interesting. Interesting. And the vocal. You don't think the vocal alone? This is really deep. Thank you for this. You
No,
don't
the
think the
vocal,
vocal the vocal
not just
alone?
the
Like
vocal,
I have a
it's
drill. I have a
everybody.
drill. Sorry. I have a drill right now. I did. I added my djembe and my vocal. So because I'm trying to do this, I'm also trying to I'm doing it because I love it, but I'm also trying to influence my young artists to start to go acoustic. Same like you said, you have to meet them. Your son and your daughter does one thing.
Right.
Yeah, pick up from there. Pick up from there. And then we got to drop. We got a lot of great music from you tonight. It's a Clean Way in Sound, but let's start from there. It's great. I want to keep going, man, but they're here to hear some music. Oh, I was saying the drill like sound. So if they're layering some acoustic on an electronic, I mean, are they going there? Is that a seed? Would you approve, or do you think we really need to be more like the genres need to be more prescriptive, like, and someone needs to decide what the prescription is, and if you meet that prescription, then that is the genre. That is the pure genre.
Well, as I said, I would definitely separate um, the, the, the,
The
the
trap.
trap from the original music and don't confuse, everybody. Let it be known clear because some people think that once you're an artist and you're from Jamaica, it doesn't matter what you sing, people on the outside think that you're a reggae artist. No.
Interesting. So that could be a reason for Would you say that could be a possible confusion of the
That's a
genre? Because it should be more
big
powerful. That's my passion right now. If you don't get it,
right.
I feel it should
It
be much more power. It is. It is so powerful, but it's still like silently powerful. And I begin
right.
to also realize recently, again, coming into the music during COVID, that yes, dancehall is the rough side. I don't know if intended, and I feel in a way it was set up to even like protect reggae. So with that, let me drop this right now, and I think it's called "Open the Door." Iyah Syte, y'all, share it the live. Amazing freaking music. Get ready for a concert. Artists, thank you for the depth. I'm gonna try. You know, we could go deep. We could go for hours, but I'm gonna try to just go through the music now, and we could like touch the surface. We covered a lot. Thank you so much. Amazing. Open the door. Iyah Syte in the house tonight.
Open the door, Jah. Open the
Big
door,
tune.
Jah.
Wait. Oh, why did I get in there? Ush. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just was.
Look for
Okay, wait. No to violence. Is that you? I got the two last ones. Yeah, because three of them had your picture. So sorry. All right.
warning.
Now it's a no to violence in any shape or form. Just remember, the children live
Iyah
what they
Syte now
learn, you
tonight.
know?
Clean Way InSound, y'all. Big up.
Stop
Thank
the
you for
guns
joining
from
in tonight.
blazing. To the left and to the right. Oh, me hear them echo through the night. Now isn't it amazing? That even
Definitely
though we
big
fast and
reggae.
fun,
No doubt here
just
tonight.
still like
Clean
give
Way
us love
InSound.
and
Big
light.
up.
Stop the guns from blazing. To the left and to the right. Oh, we hear them echo through the night. Now isn't it amazing? That even though we fast and fun, just still like give us love and light. Now look how we come through what they struggle from so far. Look where we coming from, now look where we are. We crippled, oh by these effects of war. Every house in the city after the sport burglar bar. Your best friend, nowadays you don't know who they are. Anyone for your chin will left your brain on the tar. No one really know who took the cookie from the jar. Now you can't even trust a strange car. Stop the guns from blazing.
They said that's
To the left and
pure
to the right.
reggae, live
Oh, me
reggae,
hear them echo through the night. Now isn't it amazing?
live
That
instrument.
even
Wanna
though
go
we
on
fast and
YouTube?
fine,
Wanna go on
just like give us
Instagram?
love
Big up,
and
happy
light. Stop
Thursday
the
night.
guns from blazing. To the left and to the right. Oh, we hear them echo through the night. Now isn't it amazing? That even
Reggae
though we
music,
fast and fine,
message forever,
just still like
eternal.
give us love and light. Forget a gun now, not really hard. Easy forget a gun like how you get a phone card. Stop, send down the shops and from abroad. Send some computer
I crave
from the
the
yard.
live artist.
Father take
I
his
do. I've
hand
been
in
trying to
the
influence
home.
it more and more,
And the
you know?
mothers them build back on the hope. Calling on the youth
Surprised how
don't
many
take
modern
life for
studios I go to and I
granted.
don't even see a
The
board.
basic good thing I got.
Gosh, I just got my
Stop
first
the guns
mixer,
from
like
blazing.
small one, but
To the left and to the right. Oh, we hear them
like every
echo
studio
through the
should have a
night.
drum,
Now
a
isn't
book.
it amazing? That even though we fast and fine,
Yeah, man, big
just
reggae
like
here
give us
tonight.
love and life. The country them say it in a very bad state. You're not safe in your house and you're not safe for your gate. Oh man a killer, man a robber, man a rape. Not even the suckling pon the breast them say can't escape. Some a complain
La
about
la 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 la
crime
la la
and
la.
employment. And that a help the crime escalate. And every man want food in them.
Real reggae for your Thursday evening. Iyah Syte, make sure you follow him all over,
Stop the
man.
guns from blazing. To the
Stop
left
the
and
guns
to the
from
right.
blazing.
Oh, we hear them echo through the night. Now isn't it amazing? That even though we fast and fine, just still I give us love and
Remember,
life.
Love Couture, FSA, some of these names, y'all. Sorry, man. It's all in
Oh,
general.
we hear them echo through the night. Now isn't it amazing? That even though we fast and fine, just still I give us love and life. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
The name again, so the site again was support,
Saving
saving,
youths through entertainment.
saving youth through entertainment is the site. And the Iyah?
The Iyah is just an higher form of meditation. It's just a higher level of consciousness.
Yes, I
You
respect.
know?
Yes, I respect Rostam. I love it. Iyah Syte. Tell us about the production and is everything you do all live? Because you made that clear that you love the energy of the live. No.
No, not everything I do is live.
Okay.
Maybe about 90-95% of what I do is live. Because don't get me wrong, sometimes when I said you have persons out there who don't know the principle of music, they do not know the discipline of music. So So I do get ring from time to time that is not live, but it is properly constructed,
Okay.
so to speak.
Yes.
It has all the relevant instruments, and
Yes.
it is played at the right BPM. It is played, with the right discipline. But I do most of my songs are live,
Okay.
live rhythm.
Nice.
And I want to say big up to 24/7's music production. I want to say big up to Cambusa 7 Figures production. Big
Yes.
up to Young Lion, production, for those persons have really given me some really good rhythm. The song you just played just now is from 24/7's music production.
Beautiful.
That rhythm is a big rhythm. It's called Gabba rhythm, and it has some grades on it.
Yes, yes. I think well,
And
you're great on it. That is a great track. Yeah, man. That is a great eternal
and,
track. Yes,
Anthony B is on it. Luton Fire
Yes, yes.
is on it. Luciana is on it. Queen Omega is on it. It's a big juggling,
A few small artists and yourself. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Tell me, are those producers? I've been hearing more about I know Queen Omega and some teams of mine from Trinidad are producing a lot in like Sweden, and are the producers that you mentioned, are they right in Mobay or
No, actually they're overseas.
overseas? Okay.
Yeah, one Cambusa is in Boston area.
Okay.
24/7 is in Cali right now.
Okay.
And Young Lion Entertainment is in New York, in the New York area.
Okay.
But the producers are there, but a lot of the rhythms, even that rhythm, was created in Jamaica.
Okay.
And big up to Bad Keys. Bad Keys production is a very, very talented, talented musician. And he has created some really, really nice rhythms, but while the producers are overseas, the foundation is laid here in Jamaica.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And have you where have the travels taken you? I know you said inside looking out, but I know you've had to be out a little bit. You said you didn't take on the one with John Mason because of your son, but
I haven't toured.
You haven't toured. Wow.
No, I really took music seriously in 2019, and just at the beginning, my first song from 24/7 was released in March 2021.
Wow.
And COVID came out in March 2021.
Okay. Yes.
So, we all have to just do some promotion, and we do it. But even though I haven't traveled, my fan base is huge overseas.
Okay.
I have really, really great fan base.
I saw right away tonight West Palm was in the house. Yeah, bigging you up. So artist, wait a second. You just said you only came into this seriously. So you really were starting to go in seriously. Is that it? And then your son, and you really just kind of just did local stuff. So but no production, no like formal production.
I was serious, but I had was to give it a break. So I would do my 9 to 5, and I would do my fatherly duties, and then I do music.
Okay.
But in 2019, I decided to
go back full time
first.
Respect. Me around the same time, artists. Welcome. Yeah, you're doing wonderfully well, and congratulations on the kids and stuff. That's beautiful. My son just turned 21, and I just decided after years of same thing, putting this on hiatus, to come out pretty much just as COVID hit. I just was creating my first original with a drum on an Afro electronic, and I wanted more drum. And as I voiced it, and I put so much into it, the producer told me the studios are going to be locked down for like a few months because of COVID, and I already paid him. We're just going to wait. I was like, what do you mean we're going to wait? No, I didn't come into this industry to wait 4 months to produce something. So I just started, reaching around, and I got it produced. I remade the track. I remade it in Nigeria, and we did some really interesting stuff. Let's drop another one from Iyah Syte tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna big up my artists. Respect. So I didn't know this is all new. Oh gosh, why is this one not? Oh, that's the photo here. That's my favorite. I'm gonna save that for last, but Yeah, man, this is beautiful. Yeah, man, the rhythm, all big songs.
7
Huge.
figures, yeah.
Big up Chesedek, wagwan.
Agriculture is a skill.
Say when I find certain things, it really fears me. How some real farmer come and that amaze me. Say farmer
Happy Thursday night, Clean Way InSound. Yo, let's pull that up. He said it's a big collab. Looks like this may be off of an EP.
7 figures, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Congrats. You've been working really hard.
Say when I find certain things, it really fears me. How some no rate the farmer, them and that amaze me. Say farmer dirty and the farmer look crazy. When the farmer
There's something about that reggae piano. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nothing like it. I think that's one of my favorite sounds in reggae, no joke.
Provide me food and the spice for you, no gravy. Farmer man supply the restaurants, them and the bakery. So and we can plant it. Sun. More food, more weed in the garden.
Rastafari. Beautiful track. You guys have a video for this?
And seed,
Not yet? Oh man, yo, producer, Mr. Producer. Yeah, but I can't wait to see it. This is big tune.
More food, more weed in the garden. What me tell you no say one. But just remember say the farmer.
Not gonna lie, this month I had some. Yo, you're one of a couple of really, really impressive reggae artists this month. Love the vocal. Salute.
But just remember say the farmer no farm.
Big up Clean Way Records, John the Broad, wagwan. Cause we just
And we plant it.
Cause we just
More food, more weed in the garden. Plant seed, go and plant it.
Let's see.
More food, more weed in the garden. Natural food, yeah. Great food, yeah.
Oh my god. I need to study this one. This is my song artist.
No one food, yeah. Inside field, organic farming. Gather your seeds.
I need my farm, man. Somebody gotta come to me with something. Yo, my sponsors right now are paying me to stay in the US. They don't want me to like come to Jamaica and the Caribbean, but even my son is like open to moving, but he really don't want to leave the States. But yo, to live somewhere where you can't grow your own
food, more
food,
weed
it's
in
like,
the garden.
yo, it's just, that's the real slavery, man. Nobody really get what the real
Plant seed,
program and the real colonialism is all
plant
about, bro. Rastafari. But I'm trying to tell them, bro, I'm gonna use my complexion. If they say I'm an outsider, I'm gonna go even harder to let them know, man. I use my complexion to help. Absolutely.
Struggle is not unique to Jamaica. We have
Man.
everywhere. And reggae music are for struggling people. You know,
Man.
so persons in the world struggling, they're going to gravitate to reggae.
And job bless people too, because the mission.
So for all those persons who talking about culture vulture and stuff like that, they should know this. Reggae music is not reggae. Jamaica does not sell enough reggae to maintain reggae music.
Definitely. Just imagine. But what I really realize, artists, I say it and I say it lightly, and I give Jamaica a hard time because I love Jamaica. I love Jamaica bad. And anybody, even people on my team, I have a bad reputation. Some of them say, oh, because I faced enough bad men in the face and been like, yo, do the right thing. I paid, you know what I mean? As if I'm a big grown man. I'm not scared. You know, and they see that, but some of them don't like that. They say, boy, this lady, they figured they could get over easy. They can hide, or they didn't have to push, or they didn't have to do a clean version of the, you know, my producer at the beginning, he did hardcore dancehall. Same thing, shout out Faculty General, but every song, especially initially, Every song he did the clean version for me. Because I told him, I said, I'm not. And then I got a little lazy. Then it was like, all right, guys, just, you take over that division. Because it has to divide. Same thing. I didn't want Clean Way to be so much a part of that. But I had to allow it as the mother and say, okay, my sons, I'll let you do the hardcore. If that's how you're going to learn. But I saw that they all came on and did try to be a little cleaner. They did try to put a little bit more of a message. It definitely worked. It definitely worked. It definitely worked. So what made you, besides your kids growing up, what made you start coming out in COVID? And when did you produce that one, that last one, man? You need a video for that. Bad track. Beautiful.
Yeah, we wanted to do a video for it. It's just the timing with Chesedek.
Okay.
Because the producer was all ready to do a video for it. That was purely down to the availability of Chesedek.
Okay.
But as I said, music has never really left me. It's just that I've never really put it up front. So in 2019, when the company that I used to work with closed, I decided that, I am going to give music my all, because I've never really given music 100%. So I decided, right there and then. That track that you listened to was released in 2022.
Wow. Wow. It's a beautiful track. So what are the couple of things of doing your all? When you say giving it your all, what does that look like for the young artists, for, what your kids are going through now? How do you just, because obviously you didn't just, you were singing. You were definitely singing, beautiful voice. But
it's just that it's no more this or that and then music. It is going to be music first. Everything else that I do would
Daniel Lerner, big up.
Surrounding music. Bless up Falco.
Falco, yeah, I just said his name, yeah, but
the producer for that is Kambusta, but that track is Kambusta.
You did.
Falco was very, 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 very well.
Okay.
But as you said, in anything, if you want 100% in return, you have to be prepared to give 100%.
Yes, sir.
And before then, I wasn't really giving music 100%. Henceforth, I don't think I was getting 100% from music. So I decided that, when this company closed, I said, this is it. It's music from now on.
Okay.
I have too much to offer to music. I have too much talent.
Cam Booster, big up. Yeah, Falco gave us the name. Yeah, man, he said the realist.
To be putting on the back burner. So I just decided that, it's going to be straight music. So for every artist out there, it might be rough at the beginning, but as I said, you have to be a little bit uncomfortable to grow.
Yes.
So you have to stick it out. Nothing good comes easy. So yes, it was a little bit of a rough patch for me, but I stuck it out. And I released an album called Soul Journey, and in the first week, that album was and when it was released, it was the best. It was #1 for new releases. I think it was #2 for best reggae.
Wow.
Up on the likes of Junior Gang and stuff like that. It was #5 in
Bounty
all
Kid
genres
General,
of
big
music.
up, big up. That's amazing. That's artist. So do you have management? What was part of that formula? You've done a lot, man. I can't believe you've done a lot. You've done a lot. Very impressive.
I work with my management team is Kambusta and 24/7's music production.
Okay.
And the thing is, I appreciate these persons because it's like we're growing together. We are all learning on the job, and I respect them for how they believed in me, and not just myself, but there is also Not Righteous and I'm our shepherd. I don't know if you have heard about the group called Crisis.
No.
Which is KRISIS. That's another interview, but that's a group there with me and myself, Not Righteous, and I'm our shepherd. I think you have a track on Crisis. I think you do. You may not know. I think I might have sent you a track.
Okay, we'll see. I a couple of them, the titles didn't come through. Titles didn't come through, so it might be a little jumbled. They were all big hits, to be honest, so I didn't really stress too much with like the order. I think the Deal with Love was my favorite, or that's like a part of that's just like a part of the line. I just took out a line, so I know what the genre was.
It's a big album, and they believed in me. Luton Fire is on my album. Beanie Man is on the album.
Wow.
Chet Deck is on the album. Sanchez is on the album. you know, really, really nice album, a big reggae album. I will send you the entire album.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. I love it. Yeah, man. We have to get on the radio now, man. Hopefully everything is hooked up next week. As I said, it's a big change. I'm taking off from this for August, and I just stopped calls for a while. Falco knows. We're putting out I have King of King Jesus coming out with an EP. We did that, oh my gosh, like almost about a year and a half ago. It was a lot of work. Beautiful work, beautiful work. I had a whole bunch of collabs. I have a whole album of collabs too, so my second album. But because I'm so busy with the label and I haven't had that strength yet, we just kind of threw stuff out. We've really been throwing a lot of stuff out. But now we're slowing down. We're figuring things out. And we're going more like song by song, you know, and I'm definitely more focused on the reggae. I still like other instruments, but I'm still more on the project. You know, I'm trying to bring in the instrument and just slow it down. Yeah, and attract more of that. Even on the show, I've been getting more reggae artists, and I really appreciate it, you know, where you guys are going. Let's drop another one and let's talk some more. This is... Yeah.
Well, this is Iyah Syte.
Big ones. This one my favorite too. I don't know.
The highest grade over bring from St. Mary's.
Is this on the album?
The parish and the island well lay. Me a go burn and come down in my chalice. This a no wonder like me don't run left back the alley.
Sanchez, now when the world is on my shoulder and I cannot bear the weight. Bible and me stick, me use sit down and meditate. On it and me feet when all this stress alleviate. Me makes it feel so fit as some me know it circulate. Me always remember my used to leave when she dey bake. If you ever taste a slice of a nice ganja cake, those they make me tea and sweeten it with coffee plate. And me roll it and burn it up straight to me say.
The highest grade over bring from St. Mary's.
It's a very classy weed song. Other one is very like kind of a little deeper. This is very classy, yeah. High grade, just high, very high classy. High class.
Sanchez, tell them to believe up on the earth and them go fight against it. Me say what a big fire, what them like against it. While the youth up on the corner still a light empty. When night come, them have to run every light them see. Teach you huge right, the corner everything right them see. Tell the youth to hesitate to make the right entry. Show the pressure on the state to make we life empty. If you smoke a real high grade, that's why we life empty.
Mr. Prime Minister, I have a request. Don't sell the weed business to the Chinese.
Nice club. Yo, let's pull that up. What do you mean? Yo, that tune bad, that tune bad. Everybody get your lighter, get your smoke on tonight now. Clean Way InSound, Iyah Syte, big up, big up. Big voice there.
Me have to request the best. Sanchez,
The highest grade over bring from St. Mary's. I saw me know the parish and the island well lay. Me a go
It's Northwest, right? St. James?
down in my chalice. This a no wonder like me don't run left back the alley.
Sanchez, now when the world is on my shoulder and I cannot bear the weight. Bible and me slip, me use sit down and meditate. On it and me feel
I don't know if I just sing along, but oh, we love that one.
Me feel so free as some me know it circulate. Me always remember my used to leave when she dey bake. Have you ever taste a slice of a nice ganja cake? Those they make me tea and sweeten it with coffee plate. And me roll it and burn it up straight to me say.
The highest grade over bring from St. Mary's.
Oh, your tone is perfect, man.
I saw me know the parish and the island well lay. Me a go burn and come down in my chalice. This a no wonder like me don't run left back the alley.
Man, you sound like you're doing it more professional longer than you like Luciano, I swear. Oh, your voice
What a
is...
big fire, what them like them see. While the youth up on the corner, still a light empty. When night come, them a fi run every light them see. Teach the youth right the corner, everything right them see. Tell the youth to hesitate to make the right entry. Through the pressure of the state, it make we life empty. If you smoke a real high grade, that's why we license it.
Mr. Prime Minister, I have a request, please. Don't sell the weed.
This collab proves that there's no doubt. We all know it. Nobody can do reggae like Daddy's. The vibration between the head, the way you guys are raised, and then like the respect to the lack of silence, and then like the way the birds and the crickets feel in the silence. We all try, yeah man, song bad.
I saw me know the parish and the island well blessed.
I feel like I'm just getting started. I'm a baby in it. I'm an artist, you know. I'm an artist. I have the ear. My ear, no compromise to my ear. But and I was raised with classical music, but to me reggae is like the biggest secret in the world. It is the most orchestrated, sophisticated music there is, but it's so welcoming and so real that nobody even realizes the I'm screaming over the music. Yeah, maybe I can stop there. I love that song. That song makes me very happy. Almost every Arab song makes me happy, but that one is especially classy. Is there any issue with that, like the festivals and stuff? Can you do that with the kids? You know, there's so much else being pushed on them today, but I've had some issue like with my herb song, and I say, man, we still.
No, there isn't an issue with it. No, because guess what? It is decriminalized, quote unquote. You know, somewhat. There are places now where they can go and get your marijuana legally. But more importantly now, people are now seeing what Rastafari has seen for many, many years, that herb is the healing of the nation.
Yes, yes.
There's a lot more to marijuana than just
Oh my
smoking.
God, there's
Now,
such a prejudice in this country still, bro. People wouldn't think that. They see like I'm in a state with medical marijuana. People are still so prejudiced against it. It's crazy.
right.
People still so confused about it.
The older generation will stick to their old beliefs, but the younger generation who is more into technology and they understand things more, they see that, marijuana is, much more.
Mary Jane, it's almost my name, Mary Lane. Marijuana. It kind of came natural. People said that when I first said, what are you trying to make your name Marijuana? I said, that's my name. What can I do? Mary Jane. My name is very close. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Great, great song. So tell them about, album. How much albums, EPs? How much work have you done? And
I released one album so far. That's the album that is called Soul Journey.
Okay.
It's an 18-track album. As I said, some of the greats are on it. Beaneman, Sanchez, PZ, Luton Fire,
few little nice. Now was
That's
that
what I
all?
showed.
Was that all the producers? Were those people that you already had?
This particular song was produced by TM and God Alone Records out there in Clarendon.
Okay.
It's a remix, just the same, but we have others. Rashada Margie is on the album, and my brothers Amar Shepherd, Not Righteous. We also have Salma Queen, a great singer all the way from Kenya, who is on the album.
Shout out Kenya. Shout out Kenya. I'm practicing some Swahili lately. I have a collab with an artist right now.
I am in the process of doing a roots reggae album, and who to tell? Renee, and Fry Bar, some of the fans that are on the line. Maybe next week I will give you a little
teaser. Oh, I love it. Pretty Eye said, my brother. Style blessings, style settings, love the vibe, song bad, yeah man. Fry boss, thank you for the follow. I wanted to share this because you mentioned Kenya. I've been practicing a little sawa, habari, which is supposed to be hello, karibu, and dio is yes, madam fo is friend. Anyway, I'm not going to bastardize it now, but I'm practicing a little bit. I like to include some different languages and different songs.
But and I've done collab with a huge Ghanaian artist, Sasha Marley.
Okay.
He's more of a gospel artist here in Ghana, very, very big, and I've done a collab with him. So that's why I said I am getting a lot more support from outside that I'm getting from inside.
So who is it? Is it the producers that are bringing those collabs for you? Did they come from yourself? Because that takes a lot of energy. Even if you have the links in the industry, it's not easy to align. Yeah. Like just like you said, just to get Chesedek for a video, and as an artist yourself, you don't want to be chasing after another artist. So who arranges that?
You still need that's the producer, Kambusta.
Okay, awesome.
Kambusta. And as I said, even if I have the links, I still need the strength from the producers.
Of course.
So it's a whole team effort to make these things happen.
Congratulations, Sam.
The song with Sasha Marley, that producer is from the UK. The producer, he did an interview with me, he did an interview with Sasha Marley, and he was like, yo, a collaboration with you guys would be great, and trust me, I've sat in my home here and listened to that song being premiered on BBC, nonetheless. And that's a huge
yes, salute. That's huge. Artist. Well, thank you for coming out. Thank you for doing what you did for your children. So your blessings are in store. Tell us a couple of plans that you have for the youth besides your own plans. What are some of the fast forward plans for Jamaica music and for lifting and for helping the genre and all these things that we've talked about?
Well, for one, as I said, using my stuff, but they talk to the kids, they motivate the kids. I'm gearing up to do one more of that in August coming. I try to impart as much knowledge as I can to all the young entertainers coming up, and I will continue to do that. I have persons reaching out to me to reach out to artists to get them on shows. So when some artists, it may seem difficult and it may seem doom and gloom out of the blues, I will call them and say, guess what, I have a little show for you, I have a little gig for you.
Awesome.
But personally, I have some great plans for music in Jamaica and for the youth. I'm not going to disclose them just yet.
All right. Well, we're going to ask you for a little bit, maybe a little bit of acapella. Let's drop another one and hold that, because I want you to save your breath a little bit, and maybe you'll give the fans a little acapella tease of one of the collabs or something that's coming up. So let's drop another one. I don't think I played this one. No. I didn't play this. Did I play this? It's Beanie. This is Beanie? What was that? Oh, that's not yours either.
No, that's not one of mine. I'm not sure how it got there.
Just imagine. I think I thought that was when you said that was the one with Beanie. I don't know either. With the show and stuff. So let's see what else I have. I think I might have. I know I have one other one. I have the Deal with Love, No to Violence. I played. Let me pull up something from YouTube. What is a video? What they should see? I see warning.
All right. I'm going to pull up Finally Found by Crisis from YouTube. I'm going to let you hear something different.
Okay. So not you. And it's KRISSIS?
KRISIS. And it's Finally Found. It's Iyah Syte, Not Righteous, I'm Our Shepherd.
All right, let's see if we see Crisis. I think I found it with Not Righteous?
Right, Not Righteous.
Okay.
I'm Our Shepherd, Iyah Syte.
Okay, I think this is about 4 months ago.
Right.
Let's see if this is it. Yes? Is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. So is this the one you said was electronic? Something a little new?
It's live. It's live. It's
okay.
It's a
different feel.
This is actually an official wedding song where persons are getting married to this song.
I love it. So you all can look this up. This is Not Righteous, Crisis Finally Found. So wait, but now who is this? Okay.
We've got love and affection. I just love the chemistry. I love the way you give me hope like no one has ever did. Thank the Lord for the harmony.
Let me give everybody a quick
Finally found
show them the video.
all of my dreams. I think I finally found
Oh, beautiful video.
the one who cares for me. I finally found the one of my dreams. Finally found the one who cares for me. Woman, everything now.
Okay.
She fit me right, it's like my favorite charm. And now she keep me down getting hurt. Cause I never know I had such love inside me. Well, respect due to you highly. Woman, not just the way you treat me right, the way you love me and guide me. I'm glad that you're standing beside me. Finally found the woman of my dreams. I think I finally found the one who
Yeah, man, everybody go check it out. Yeah, man, go subscribe. I just subscribed to the channel. That's not Precious Vivo. He was on the live earlier. I think he's still on the live. Big up, artist. Big up, big up.
woman, she full up of beauty and class. Compliment her on her beauty and class. I know that the outside beauty can cost, but a lifetime
Oh, man.
will last.
Beautiful video.
That sex is a factor, but this woman is a woman with character. A virtuous woman was not a man. No, she had the first. I said me had the chapter. Finally found
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I have the two phones. Trying to keep the both on, man. Beautiful video.
finally found the one who cared for me. Finally found the woman of my dreams. I think I finally found the one who cared for me.
Wow, every woman wants to hear the. Oh man, look at the. We have a song like that we just did with our artist Izel, and he got engaged. The song is called Magic. Hold up, guys. Let me put everything back together. I don't want to lose this. Magic, and he his baby mother is really beautiful. So he did a lot of promotion for the song with all of that. Yeah, man, it was very, very special. Same thing, you know. It's a song that can Oh gosh, where's my video guy? Let me get everything queued back up. Yeah, man, it's a song that everybody can. There we go. Back in. So local shows, artists. What's coming up, and where can the fans find you? I know you said you had this little EP, so I'm gonna ask you to do a little acapella. But first, tell them where they can see you coming up.
All right. Our next, we have some shows, smaller shows coming up, but our next big show is on August. We have a huge show coming up in August 19. It's called the Hanover Food and the Music Fest. The headliners for that event is Bounty Killer and Tessan Chin.
Wow,
You know,
nice, nice.
Myself along with my brothers. Yeah, man, give thanks, Friday.
Big up, big up, big up, big up. Fryer, big up.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, they said that beat was nice like a pot of rice. Believe me now. Yeah, man. I feel it too. Yeah, man. Very smooth, definitely forever.
So, we will be on that event, and in the meantime, we have some other promotional events coming up. We actually just finished a whole series of promotion, so now we are kind of just recouping, and maybe we hit the road again next week and do some other shows. But the major show that is coming up is the Hanover Food and Music Festival.
Big up Hanover, yes, man.
It's another festival.
Okay, very nice for the kids, for the whole family to come out. So artists practice your clean tracks for the kids, for the full family.
Right.
Lovely,
Right.
lovely. Are you involved at all with the new place that they're building in Negril?
No.
Okay. Any talk on that yet? Do you guys know if they've started in, or it's supposed to be a big center?
I know. I saw the news where there are plans to build that entertainment center, but if they have broken ground for it, I'm not sure.
Nobody's okay.
The thing with us here, we are a very reactive set of people when it comes to doing things. We talk a lot, but we don't really do as much as we talk. You know, so hopefully.
All right, y'all. All right, yardies, you hear that? We gotta walk the walk and talk the talk a little more,
Right.
a little more, and be careful what we say, right? Keep it secret until you're really ready to manifest it, right? Sometimes they say be careful what you ask for until it's ready to
Right.
manifest and push. What's been the best lesson for you now, like coming out, coming out now, and obviously you've had a lot of success and full congratulations, but what's been the best lesson for you in like waiting or, in the now?
It's like there is no time like Jah time. You know, there is no time like the Almighty time. You must, be. I've learned patience. I've learned to be humble. I've learned humility. You know, and there are some traits that will take you anywhere in this world.
Yes.
You know, humility, respect, being patient, being humble. You know, we almost learn to surrender to the Most High plans. You know,
Which is
before,
right.
sometimes we try to push water uphill, and it never works. You know.
Yes. It is. It's a tough. It's a Well, I think that is the challenge, to get control of our flesh because you need a certain amount of obviously confidence and boastfulness, or these
Right.
to be an artist, to take stage and everything.
Right.
And then you also need that humbleness. So it's tough.
Humility. Because
Yeah.
guess what? I am a very humble person, but when I touch that stage, I am a different character.
You say you're fierce.
Right.
Energy.
I have a very strong stage presence, and it doesn't mean that I run a lot on stage as I do a lot of antics on stage. No, but I speak forceful when I'm on stage. I speak with a lot of passion, and it always comes off as very, very energetic, even when I don't move from the spot where I am.
Okay. Well, we definitely want to see more. I hope to see you definitely more international. We're hoping, I have a lot of big links, but as you said, like COVID, now the festivals. What we were told initially is that these festivals were going to open up mostly local. Nobody's really paying for foreign artists to come in unless they're in that same, like you said, the overplayed, the ones that are easy to play, that don't require a lot of work for the DJs. I love how you said that. Thank you. That made me feel so much better. I feel a little relieved. You ready to give them a little acapella off the new
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I entered this song in a competition here a few months back, and I ended up winning the Jamaica Entertainment Gyria, Jamaica Entertainment Industry. I was the winner there.
I do remember seeing you. I do remember seeing that. Yeah, man. Yes.
So
Excellent.
the song goes like this. Oh, this is Iyah Syte, and I say give thanks to the Most High. I smile about the things that make us cry. Hear me now? And when you see some people come and try to hurt, work, Jah they work. When you the rise and them a try to dish your dirt, remember, say your work, Jah they work. When Jah say you are the best, and people say you are the worst, work, Jah they work. And when them can't catch the quack, them a try to catch the shirt, work, Jah they work. I give thanks to them in the morning when you rise, and if you look, you see the envy in their eyes. Empty barrels only make a bag of noise. The only thing what them a do a criticize. But them a try fight me down for is a mystery.
Iyah Syte.
But if me go down, me they go down in a history. Me and the Most High we share a chemistry, and that is why me they hold on for me victory. So when you see some people come and try to hurt, work, Jah they work. Yeah, man.
Selassie, Jah Rastafari. Thank you, my artist.
Thanks,
We talked about the DJs. How about the announcers? Do you think we don't have good announcers to introduce artists today? Do you think artists have to do more gimmick to introduce themselves? Like, what's that about? So we talk about the radio, but shouldn't the radio kind of really be reflective of what's happened on the live stage?
The the radio should
One
be,
Meek
but
Wagwan, Cheeky Don Wagwan,
unfortunately,
Fry Eye Wagwan.
unfortunately, for the radio, know what is taking place. They take a lot of street and they bring it on the radio. So instead of the radio reflecting what is taking place on stage, they take the street to the radio, and it's the same thing that is going on stage. And we have few really good announcers, but it's all about taking pride into whatever you do, my sister.
Yes.
And I think if everyone takes pride in whatever they do, then they will try to make it as best as possible. They will always try to put their best foot forward.
Yes.
And present something that is palatable, so that people will want to see you do it again and again and again.
Yes.
So, yes, it has a lot to do with the radio announcers and the MCs.
And it takes a lot to the organization. It takes a lot. I think some of those festivals that are big, that have been around, because that is attention to little detail. I've seen, I love Beanie Man. I love his music, but I've seen him a couple of times, like, MC a show. And I was, like, embarrassed. I was like, oh, my gosh, where's the energy? No direction, no organization. Enough times I was like, what's going on? And it's easy to criticize when you're behind the scene, but that sustainability, the things that you could do regularly. I'm doing this show for over 2 years, and every show is like a new show sometimes, but I can have some safety. I could go deep. Last week we went deep, into conversation. Today, because there's like some safety and structure, and I'm forging my own thing. I didn't want to be like anybody else. I'm not a DJ. I'm not a DJ. I'm an artist that's stepped into the role of being a DJ. I'm an artist that had a record label and wanted to have a place where we would highlight artists on our label, and it started as that, and then it just kept building. And I just love meeting you all. And Matt Clark. Were we talking about him early? Matt Clark's? I think. I'm not sure. I think that's one of your friends. Big up tonight, One Meeks. Big up to everybody. I love that practice.
Family is from that area.
Okay. From where?
Grandspent.
Okay. Where Falco and them is. Yeah, man. That's where our heart is right now, man. It's a little tough over there. Some excitement. We just pray for everybody out there. We just pray for the young soldiers out there. We pray for the clarity. I pray for the message of Rastafari. Just in a few days is Rastafari's birthday, the 23rd, of July. There's a big festival happening right in Tanzania. Big up Royal Roots FM and Ronkin Boy. We have a little advertisement going out with them, and Clean Way was one of the sponsors for that. And what they told me, and I'm really hoping, my artists, because you guys have a little bit of an advantage, and some people say, well, why she? I mean, I chose to do most of my production and stuff in Jamaica, but it also, like I said, was at COVID, and I don't live there. So to get like radio shows here is much more difficult. It's not like there's, like you guys can always, if you want to go to an undercover thing, you can always just show up and get some practice on somebody's show or somebody's, something. So I've really had very, very little, in front. Then I had people said, oh, maybe you should do down here, work with a live band and do what do you call it? Somebody else's music. Covers, yeah, like covers, yeah, because we have a lot of that going on. And I practiced with them one time, but I didn't get to get it going. I want to. So do you play any instruments?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't play, and to be honest, I've always been encouraged to play an instrument, but because I don't have the passion to play, I don't see the instrument that draws me just yet. So I just devote my 100% to
the vocals. Very interesting. And did you have training? Did you have parentage or aunts or uncles that inspired you, like you inspired your kids? No.
No voice training, nothing. I just what you hear now is just all natural.
Wow, salute. That's beautiful. And I mean, what were you practicing, or like you didn't even really? Did you record songs, or you really even that is just recent?
I was recording even before 2019, but as I said, I would record when I get the chance to.
Okay.
No, I record when I want to.
That's beautiful. And do you have your own studio place your voice, or place local and then your voice goes out? Do you have one engineer you're comfortable?
Not my own studio, but I record over there at Smart Kids Studio in Portmore.
Okay.
Is where I do most of my recording.
Ah, interesting. So you're traveling to Portmore, even from, how far is that about from St. James?
Like it's about 3 hours drive or 2.5 hours drive.
That's a decent trip. So do you bulk up? Yeah. You bulk up and go and record an EP at a time, and you're working on a project now, or you still take one at a time?
I am recording. I am working on the project now. Bless up my brothers on the line. Bless up Rashan. Give thanks for joining. So I still record. I am recording right now. Most of the track from that album, has already been completed. A lot of them are in the mixing stage and the mastering stage and stuff.
Okay. So it's not out yet.
No, the Soul Journey is out.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have a second one now coming out.
Right. The new one, which I said it's going to be more roots. It's going to be more rootsy than the one before.
Okay. And a whole album.
It's an whole album.
Yeah. Okay.
I have too much track to do.
Wow.
EPs, I'm sorry.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh. I just have an EP right now. That's a blessing to have that much music. I acquire my own. They're my own rhythms. It's my own production, so I don't have that extra strength. I was planning for maybe 6. I voiced 2 for my Roots and Culture EP. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I want to make. I'm really looking for a producer maybe to collab on a project on it. We'll see. I've had a couple of offers. One somebody wants to do like a reggae rock symphony.
Okay.
Like a Sony guy, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel and if I'm gonna want to add that to my EP.
Okay. Because when that's that, as you said, I have gotten a lot of requests. That's why I ended up with so many songs, because persons, even though I limit, I'm very choosy, to the songs and the rhythms that I record on. And I still ended up having so much song being produced at one moment until I am able to compile them into a real an EP. So as I said, music is a mission for me. So each time I go out there and record, I record not just for the single, but with a higher
project and a seed.
Project in mind.
Congratulations.
So toward the album.
That's beautiful. Do you have a name? I know you said it's going to be more rootsy, but do you have a name for this one?
No, I haven't come up with the name just yet. But Iyah Syte, the Soul Journey Warrior, and it's going to be something deep, okay, for the name, just like the other one, Soul Journey.
Okay.
Music for the soul, and this one will be similar.
Okay. Do you like to have involvement in the finishing process? Do you have involvement in like the little tweaks or the things that they add to the rhythm? Or do you usually get?
I will listen to it and I will give my opinion. But what I love to have the professionals in both fields do what they do. They don't interfere with me with the writing and the recording. They just make sure I get the recording right. So I just love when I leave the mixing to
That's
the
nice.
engineers.
Yeah, that's liberating. Yeah,
because as I said, we want everyone's energy in the project. So if I start putting my energy over to where the beat is, then I'm taking away a little bit of energy from the beat maker. If I want to tell the engineer how to mix it, I'm taking away a little bit of his energy. So I kind of like just to record it the best way that I can and trust the process that the engineer is going to do the best work that he can.
That's awesome.
The man that built the rhythm is going to do the same.
That's awesome. And I look forward to that. And what about like the listening party at the end? Do you guys all get together each track and they'll let you hear it when it's finished? Do they call you in? Is it I like to call my people even though they don't hear so good over the phone, when we're remote. I still like to, as I get it, I'm excited. I want them to kind of hear it as well,
The worked with so far has done that.
That's awesome. That's good. That's beautiful. Yeah. That's beautiful. I'm sure some of them must have been waiting for you. Were there ones that were waiting for you? And when you said you were ready, like did you tell them you were ready, or they told you were ready? Or how soon after the job thing that you just walked into the new life?
Repeat the question.
You had said that you had a job like during COVID and you lost the job, so you decided to go full time into music. I'm sure it wasn't that instantaneous. So at which point, like, were they waiting for you? I said I'm sure they probably were waiting for you. So when the job fell through, they were like, yes. So.
Well, to be honest, not a lot of them were waiting.
Okay.
Because I've always been in touch with them, so to speak. But like Kambusta, all the ones that I'm working with now, I met after I decided to do the music full time.
Okay.
So once, as I said, what you put out is what you get in.
You started
to. I decided to give music my all, and then it just draws the person that should be in my team.
This one I think is an overall message. I love this one. I love this track. I don't know if this is the trending one or the biggest one trending, but to me it sounds like the one that's like way out there, Oh, again? Oh my gosh.
What's the name of it? I think you should have. That's a remix with my.
How did that? I swear you did send me a new so I only had 2 then with your picture. Well, No to Violence. I had 2 with your picture. I swore you gave me 3 new tracks. It's the craziest thing, and looks like when I open them up, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, my artist. How did that happen?
No, that's all right.
Let me see if they came here. No, first Jigsy King, that's not you. Deal with Love, I thought that was you. Let me check this. This had no.
This girl no hard and she no multiply.
No. All right.
There are some songs there on YouTube.
Yeah, let me see if I get one on YouTube. That's weird. That never happened to me. But that's why sometimes they did come in. Even the ones you sent me in the email didn't come up with the names on them, and it's really tough.
Okay. All right. I'm going to show you one. Type in Almost Never Counts.
Okay.
With Luton Fire and Iyah Syte. That one has over 1 million views.
I know I listened to other stuff. Sorry about that. I swore I had them in the folder. Almost
Never Comes.
Never comes. So who else besides Sanchez is planned on the new project? Collabs. Any other collabs you can tell us about?
Not yet. I have persons who I have in mind to do. I'm not going to have a lot of collabs on this one.
Okay.
But there are persons there who I really plan to do some collabs with. I really wanted to do a collab with Fredlocks.
I don't know who that is. Are they Jamaican artists?
Yeah, Fredlocks sings 7 miles of Black Star Line coming in.
Okay.
That's a huge song.
Yes. Okay. So who's gonna? Did you mention it to him yet, or who's gonna approach him, or do we just mention it here?
I mentioned it briefly. We haven't really sit down and talk business, but as I said, this album will be more rootsy.
Okay.
So I will be, hoping to get some collaboration with
okay.
some of the elders.
I'm looking forward to that. Y'all, I'm just gonna play the audio for this. They're gonna have to tune around because I don't want to turn the cameras again. But check it out. It's on Luton Fire's Vivo, and it's Luton Fire and Iyah Syte with Almost Never Count. What do you mean? You haven't know those first 3 notes? I know it. Yes.
Yes, bossy. About us, you see I go on. Yeah, man, that's why I'm away I come right now, man. Alright, my general. Yeah, man. Yo. Tell us anything shot, You must say I'm coming about 2 minutes or less, Oh, you mean, man? I think I go on,
Spence, you bring me something? Deep bass.
Almost got what I want, yes. almost found, but I
1.1 million. Big up, congratulations.
but almost never come. Man got you rough, away slow. Got a lot of roads, face no crime. Trouble when you're looking at the face sometimes. Lot of pressure, but me still have to forget, man. So me have to be case and the chance to farm. Let me use it every January. The weather full stop, yeah, yeah, for the rain. Man, them don't call me the emo time. See no one not too high for me, cry. No place not too dark for me, shine. Nothing not too hard for me. I mean, the first one I'm gonna get every month left behind.
Batman, yo, how a man this time? Answer a couple minutes with Jay. Look how long we there, eh? And now him on the forward. So yesterday I do. My youth, I can't have no trust of them boy that you know. I'm not talking about.
Yo, hothead.
Just one big
Bud. Almost never count.
just to stand up tall. I almost got what I was, but almost never come.
Reggae music bring a fire what they can't contain. That is why me they team up and go and campaign. Opportunity me want, me no want. Champagne till I'm Vegas City. Make sharp like spear. Heavy under pressure but me nah complain. And I couldn't see me in no.
Right. Sorry, yo, you know the bad one. You know, say as you reach him and gone just a while ago.
Bad story. Not a lot of reggae songs have that heavy story too. So brave move.
Stop make your ego control you, man. So what I'm gonna get out of you, man? General boss, you know, same slide, look before you forward. So I'm still don't call him and make sure you meet a phone, you know, because you don't know now. Get him on the line. Yo, me G, what go on? Yo, bad right. Boss, just forward as I left in a bridge. Me tell us you should have waited, you know. Yo, we have come pick you up in a brother. Line up yourself.
Video
you know.
clean, man. Acting Chris.
You still want me to come work?
The energy won't come straight. Who do this a lion, no can't come straight. This a lion, can't hold me, no rope, no shame.
See, I almost got what I want. Almost found what I lost. I almost say if you want myself, but almost never come. Just one big move, one telephone call. One more step just to stand up tall. I almost got what I want, but almost never come. How bad does it get? Me no bound to lose, me no got no regrets. Nothing to explain, I can't even forget. And this chain reaction must cause an effect. So me have to put on me socks and tight. Even though me chopper for me never take my cut. By rate take my style and go see them trip. And then you with them see the trust them come on this. See I almost got what I want. Almost found what I lost. I almost say if you and myself, but almost never count. Just one big move, one telephone call. One more step just to stand up tall. I almost got what I want, but almost never come.
Setting him on your bill, I'm in the price and praise and a birth with the verse in the price and
Sing it, artist.
verse and
Big tune.
reach them years.
Meds.
Fire what they burn a few months and years. Pressure with the pressure when we walk on stage. And the pressure what we bring them correct them wheel. Correct every street, every lane and face. Good when you want the fire, what they rise and break.
See I almost got what I want. Almost found what I lost. I almost say if you want myself, but almost never come. Just one big move, one telephone call. One more step just to stand up tall. I almost got what I want, but almost never come. Iyah Syte. That's fire. Yes, I.
Bad tune. I love that. Almost never count, right? How many people say, "Oh, you finished? How'd you do?" "Oh, I almost did it." Almost don't count, right? We're just before the finish line. That's always the hardest time too.
Hardest part. And I have a little secret in regards to those two videos that you just watched,
Yes.
I wrote the storylines for those videos and, you know, do some directing behind the scenes. So that's something else that, you know, I do other than just.
Yes, man. It's a very it's very clean. For 2 years ago too, I know that was a very good. That was not phone, right? It was definitely a good camera.
No.
Very.
Yeah, that was a professionally done video.
Yeah, very good camera and beautiful editing and the story. Yeah, the story, the acting. You know that they didn't just do it on the fly. They went through it. They rehearsed it. They understood the concept. Yeah, the seed.
Right.
The seed. Yeah, that was tremendous. I don't know, artists. I'm so sorry with the. I know I asked you for I had the 3 tracks, and then I swiped with 3 more. I knew something was weird, but I thought that was like the Beanie Man collab. I didn't get to listen to the full thing.
Yeah, there was one in. I asked my manager to send you.
Let me see. Let me see. I thought she did. I swear I opened it. Let me go into the folder, like previous folder. Let me see because
if you in your email from Kambusta, I think you would see it if you know.
I got a lot of stuff coming in today, and I downloaded everything, and I thought those were the 3 tracks. But let me go quick. Let me go quick into the email and see. Yeah, man. Again, give them a shout out. Tell them, you know, the people over there that's supporting you, playing your music, the DJs, any. Take a time and give them a little shout out right now. Let me see if I can open this up.
I always like to say special thanks to, you know, every radio DJ, every other DJ, you know, be it on the internet, yes or no, who continues to support my music, continues to support good music in general. You know, I want to say massive respect. You know, I want to big up, you know, my management team, just the same 24/7 as Kambusa. All the producers, all the fans, you know, big up my group, you know, my team, my brothers, they're not righteous, and I'm our shepherd. You know, all radio stations, once you're promoting good music, once you're supporting artists on a whole who are pushing the right energy, you know, solid respect to you. You know, and as I said, my sister, I'll definitely get those tracks to you. And,
Man, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're just gonna have to look. You know, we try to tease people and let them see. Yeah, where to find.
I promise to send you the album anyway.
The energy, yeah, and they have to tune in. You know, we're gonna keep playing. You know, more stuff on Tuesdays. I have to let everybody know, who do I have on this month? Oh, I have Arrow Scientific coming on next Thursday from Trinidad. Although right now I think he was on tour in South Africa. I don't even know where. Some really exciting stuff. And then I'm finishing out the month with Remy Ice, who's a female artist. I think up from near you. Dancehall artist. Yeah, she's gonna be on. And then I'm taking off for August to just kind of focus on the radio show to see if I get it down, and I want to do more. You know, they said it's open for me to do like the whole block, the whole week. But it's a lot. It's a lot. A 4-hour show is a lot, you know. I like to kind of go up and a performance is easier. Go, you know, give an hour or two, done. 4 hours radio is a lot. It's a lot.
You know, so we give thanks again, my sister, for having me.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Much respect, enough respect. You know, it's nice to get to know you, and I think we have to continue pushing the genres. You know, keep that conversation, if you will. Think about the shows. Like, how do we? Because like outside, there is an outside of Jamaica. So I just think that we need to make it. How would you say? You know, more authentic, and and family oriented, so everybody gets through. Yeah. And hopefully there'll be much more you know, festivals coming up all over, and that whole tour you know, the reggae, to me it was the reggae tour festival. When I came in, they told me about Rotterdam and these places, and that was like my dream, the places where it's real big reggae festivals. And I just picture reggae like roots and culture type of music.
Okay. You know what, like, you know, as I said, I am bringing back some real authentic reggae vibes, and I have artists around me who is doing the same. So, you know, they have to gear up. Once we hit the road, it's going to be nonstop. I love it.
Like I said, I think maybe, and it's not a diss. It's not a disrespect, and I love how you say to separate the trap. But I'm thinking like dancehall kind of really did build its own. It really is as powerful as hip hop, and hip hop takes over in a lot of places. So in that way, I say it. You know, if Jamaica want to keep it because Jamaica, you know, the roots and keep all their music together. But you brought up some good points, like the radio stations. Play what the people are asking for. It should be representative of the people, and it should start local. So if the local people, this is what they're listening to, those local stations should be reflective of that, you know, and have a little more faith in the fans, like in those DJs, to repeat, to just sometimes the repeated sound. Once it's a good sound, the repeated sound and a good message does become attractive and can become viral. You know, any type of good sound can become viral. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we give thanks again and blessed love to all who tuned in. You know, it was a nice listening, you know, and hopefully, you know, we definitely have to keep the link and you know, continue to push.
Yes, I give thanks. Any message for the little ones, for the kids? You want to plug them as a good dad?
Yeah, you know, for the younger ones, I always tell them not just music. In anything that you are doing, do something that you're passionate about. You know, do something that you're pleased with. And don't just do something because you see it's working for someone else. Someone else's passion is not your passion. So whatever you do.
Yes. Use your own passion. Beautiful, beautiful. Selassie. Again, thank you, artist. Iyah Syte. Clean Way InSound, you all. We will see you next week. Again, Arrow 7-Tific. And then followed by a special edition on the 21st is also King Akeem Jesus with his EP, Yin Yang Trinity. Yeah, man, really big. And I'm still working on my Roots and Culture EP. So I'll talk to you more about that artist maybe, or some of these producers will help me out. Enough love and respect. Big up Yad. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we'll be posting. I'll show you the link.